In today's video, I'm going to teach you a simple technique that you can use at home for vagal nerve stimulation. Hi, I'm Dr. Jesse Morris. I specialize in natural solutions for fatigue, gut health, and autoimmunity. So what is vagal nerve stimulation? Why is it important? And how do you do it at home? So let's start off by talking about the vagus nerve. So I'm sure you've heard of this concept of the balance between fight or flight and rest and digest. Right? If you see a tiger in the bushes, you're going to have a fight or flight response, right? Your heart rate goes up, your muscles get tense, your palms get sweaty, right? Pupils get big. Basically, your nervous system is preparing your body for survival, right? You're either going to fight off the tiger or run for your life, right? So that fight or flight response is directed by a part of your nervous system called the sympathetic nervous system. Now, the opposite of that is the rest and digest response, right? If you're in a place where you're feeling safe and relaxed, your digestion can get more active and your body can shift into a more healing and regenerative state. So the rest and digest response is directed by a part of your nervous system called the parasympathetic nervous system, okay? Now this is where the vagus nerve comes in. Your vagus nerve is the primary nerve in your body that directs and coordinates parasympathetic functions. So in our society, there are many people, it's very common that people are just overly stimulated and overly stressed in a way that the sympathetic nervous system just kind of stays revved up and stays kind of overactive, where the parasympathetic system gets dimmed down, right? The vagus nerve gets kind of suppressed and dimmed down. But because the vagus nerve controls so many important functions of the body, stimulating the vagus nerve can have really powerful and wide-ranging effects. Okay, vagus nerve stimulation has been shown to be helpful in lowering blood pressure, in helping with gut function, reducing inflammation. It's really helpful with stress and anxiety and really helpful for sleep. So how do you stimulate it, right? How do you activate or stimulate the vagus nerve? So I'm going to teach you a technique that you can use at home. So there are some vagal nerve stimulation techniques that use the muscles that are controlled by the vagus nerve, okay? These include humming, gargling, singing, right? Whenever you fire a muscle, you fire the nerve that controls that muscle. And then there are other techniques that are called transcutaneous stimulation that use electrical stimulation or vibration to stimulate the vagus nerve directly. So I recommend using a combination of muscle stimulation and vibration, okay? So here's the technique. I recommend using an electric toothbrush in the ear while you gargle water at the same time, okay? Let me break it down for you. So there's a branch of the vagus nerve that can be activated or accessed through the ear, okay? If you look at this image here, you can see there's a purple space in the middle of the ear with white dots. That area of the ear is innervated by the vagus nerve. So stimulating it with either electrical stimulation or vibration can ramp up the activity in the vagus nerve. So here's the technique, okay? You turn on the toothbrush, you use the back of the toothbrush head, you put it into that space in the ear, and then you want to gargle with water pretty vigorously, right? The more kind of gusto you give the gargle, the more activity you get in the vagus nerve, okay? So that's the basis of the technique. But how long should you do it for? So this is where I think using the toothbrush technique is brilliant, because you can use the 2-minute timer on the toothbrush. So I think 2 minutes is a great amount of time to do vagal nerve stimulation. So you turn on the toothbrush, get it into the ear, take a sip of water, gargle vigorously until you need to swallow, and then you take another sip, you gargle till you need to swallow, and then you just keep repeating that for the whole 2 minutes. One thing I'll say is that an electric toothbrush in the ear can be a lot of stimulation. So one thing you might try is toothbrush in the ear, gargle till you need to swallow, and then switch sides, take another sip, gargle till you need to swallow. So just switch ears every time you need to swallow and take another sip, and that can help kind of be a little more manageable, can spread it out a little bit. So listen, if you are struggling around anxiety, depression, and too much stress, or if you're struggling with gut health issues or you're struggling with sleep, using vagal nerve stimulation can be a powerful way to get your nervous system relaxed in a more healing state, and it can be really a potent adjunct, a potent way to get your body in a better state. So try it out. Let me know how it goes. And I hope it's helpful. Thanks for taking a few minutes to watch this, and I look forward to seeing you soon.